Welcome to the holiday edition of One Square Mile. This is truly a case of back by popular demand. 3 years ago, I was with these same four great ladies, and we brought products all talking about shopping in our village, downtown Bronxville. And we got such incredible positive feedback from residents, customers, and most importantly, our merchants that we're having our holiday show redo. So thank you, ladies. Starting with our interior designer extraordinaire, Madeline Oden of Madeline Eckert Oden Interiors. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for asking us again. Too much fun.
Ruth Wood, who moved back from London expressly for this purpose.
Gotta get here. No, thank you. It was nice to go back into our district and see what was out there. Some great changes. And
It is. And Ruth was
Town looks
also
great.
head of the Bronxville Chamber of Commerce. So Ruth really has a real bird's eye view of how things have evolved. And I agree. I think it's better and more varied and terrific.
it looks great. You're an amazing mayor.
Oh. And Jane Vergari. Jane is one of our finest real estate agents in the village, and ran in another life a wonderful executive search firm that focused on the fashion industry. And when you see what Jane is sharing with us today on apparel, it'll be quite evident that you're our resident stylist. So
Well, thank you. Thank you. Actually, we have some great stores that have wonderful product all across the lines for everybody. So,
And Marcella has been one of the most loyal shoppers.
supporters of the Village of Bronxville.
And her husband loves her to say that. My father used to say that my mother used to fight the war on poverty by yelling, "Charge." So
I'd say that.
yes.
I like that.
So I think of your husband, a longtime resident, a very discerning shopper. Marcella actually only her idea was focused on gifts $25 and under throughout the village, which is a little different from our last show. So this is going to be terrific. So I think we're going to start. Madeline, do you want to tell us? You're going to start with the holiday decor. Would that be a good description?
I think that would be a great description. And I had so much fun, I needed 2 carloads to bring over. We have some wonderful shops in town. And what I want to do is kind of talk about theme. Again, if anyone remembers 3 years ago, I talked about building collections.
Yes.
And every year, buy another one, and sure enough, someone will give you one, and then you have an entire collection of something. Reindeers, trees, Santas, nutcrackers, anything you might fancy. And then what I would suggest to everyone is that you clear a mantle, you clear a table where you normally have other objets, put it all away, and put out your collection, and boom, you're done in terms of your holiday decor. You have a grouping here, a grouping here. Nancy Vittarini, who is behind the camera here, this is her home we are in, and she has followed my advice, and this is her tree collection on her mantle. And she just bought, now we're still talking about collections, I bought it, but now she bought it, so I have to buy it again. That tree over there is from Mano a Mano, and it's
great.
quite
They have
fun.
wonderful
And what's
things.
nice about it, as I went around town this year, I found that neutrals, as we all know, gray is the new whatever, orange, new black, new whatever. Everything really is neutral. So I tried to stay neutral within my picks as well. And here you have holiday decor that would go well into January, I think.
That's
Don't
a
you all
good
think?
point.
Yes.
You've just got your holiday tree. Certainly be great for New Year's Eve. So I did decor, and I picked up a few more collection things at a couple of our great shops. Here are 2 more trees. These are from the Silk Road. They're lovely glass trees. Aren't
They're
they terrific?
beautiful.
I just love these trees. And then if you have a reindeer collection, look what I got at our local florist. Do you just love
cute.
that for your grandchildren? I just think
That's
that's
fabulous.
absolutely
Isn't
hysterical.
that?
So
And
I
tell
bought
the
it.
truth, you bought it from Triforos,
I did.
correct? Yeah.
There are two more though. I bought
Yeah.
it. No, absolutely no question about it. This was I was like, okay, I'll buy that. I did a lot of good holiday shopping.
See?
I thought, oh, I like it, and I bought it.
Well, you know, I'm thinking we're not 5 minutes into the show and we've already sold 2 things. I feel like QVC.
Awesome. The phones are
Yeah,
ringing.
the
The phones are ringing.
Phones are ringing. So that was our collection concept. Now we have some fantastic florists in town. The only florist I don't have a representation from is Mrs. Morgan's on the west side. You all know them. My bad. I just didn't get her. We traded phone calls. But those of you who love them, they have fantastic holiday decor. And I think outside their shop always
It's
looks
so
so
beautiful.
It just looks like a little winter wonderland.
It
doesn't
does.
Yes.
It really
Bobby's so
does.
Bobby.
creative. He will go and decorate your home,
I know.
specialize, and make
Good
it
point.
fabulous for
Yep.
Christmas. I know from the past that
Yep.
he does that for a lot of people and is an incredibly talented florist. So that's great.
Incredibly talented. So we've just talked about them. I think Triforos and Pernice is always, they just have such exquisite taste. And I got the reindeer there for my reindeer collection. But these are really fantastic.
I bought those. I did.
The phone just rang again. There we go.
Yeah.
Hey, where'd you get
Yeah.
those?
This is Triforos and Pernice, and this is
lovely.
real boxwood.
Yes.
But they do something to it, glycerin or
And
whatever.
it lasts forever.
Ever.
It
Like
does.
as in next year?
Fabulous.
Yes. I had mine. I put mine on the head of a lion I have outside of my house, and it's over a year and it's still there. So,
Wow.
yeah.
And these are great for interior wreaths
Yeah.
as well.
That's
I don't know what
so
they do
wonderful.
something.
Yeah.
Treat it.
They
Okay.
treat
Yes.
it,
But it stays
whatever it
green.
is.
It's very
It
pretty.
Yes.
stays green, and you can bring it out again the next year,
Yeah.
and it doesn't look fake. As
Right,
you know,
exactly.
we don't like fake.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
And so they have tons of boxwood. They have not tons, but some topiaries, wreaths, etc. That again you just take out next year, and they're perfect. So this is from Triforos and Pernice.
And you know what's fun about them? They'll change the ribbons on everything for you. So
Yes.
Yeah.
when you get tired of that, you can put on a fall ribbon and it still is a pretty fall wreath. Just go into Mary, she'll make you a new
Another-
bow and you have a new wreath.
Today
Yeah.
she was making the best bows in some psychedelic ribbon. I just loved it.
Yeah,
And I thought, wow,
yeah.
for a wildly contemporary house, what great ribbon.
Yeah.
With squares and dots, and it was so cool. This also is from Triforos and Pernice.
Yeah.
I really think what they do best is they make, often the boxwood wreath is one because it will last for years and years, but the wreaths that they make, and this is a boxwood tree that they make.
Beautiful.
Aren't they gorgeous?
They
Really
are.
beautiful.
They are.
Yeah, and I think in an entrance hall, if you have a buffet table, it looks really beautiful. It could center a round table. I think it's just stunning. She's got many of these. And again, on the bottom of this, it is rhinestone. So see, it goes right through New Year's.
Yeah, yes it does.
And she does such a beautiful job, and you can order them,
Okay.
whatever she might like. Also,
I didn't realize that decorations aren't supposed to go through New Year's. Madeline, I've learned something today. Mine don't come down till Valentine's Day.
yeah. Well, see, the Santa should kind of go away. But
Well, Santa goes away, but the other things, you know.
well, the trees stay.
The trees
forever.
stay.
Yeah, exactly.
A
The
major
boxes
faux
stay.
pas in the Brigari home.
We could never turn our big tree off, the one outside, the big white one, until February, until Valentine's Day.
No, that's
Yeah,
good.
so
That's
that's-
okay.
that's true.
That works.
Oh, okay.
Santa theme kind of stuff. Reindeer.
It's,
no.
got
But
Yes.
big reindeer collection early on. Very, very cool. You could even bring it out at Thanksgiving.
Yes,
Okay.
good point.
There you
good
go.
point.
Now, back there is just a lovely orchid arrangement. And this is this wonderful
look, that is.
orchid store right next to the new supermarket.
Yes.
Tell us about that, the Acme.
The Acme, it's Thomas. You know Thomas who owns the store. Yes.
Oh, his orchid.
Acme
orchids.
A&P, a fair number of the A&Ps were purchased by Acme. And frankly, we are quite lucky because of also a great number were not, and there's now small communities in Westchester with no supermarket.
Wow.
So we have to consider ourselves fortunate. I know our seniors who walk there or cab there were sort of really nervous until we found out that we were keeping a supermarket. So,
right.
and Thomas is up the street and kind of brightens up that block.
At the Green Market.
Yes.
And it's right next door to Acme. He has just the most magnificent orchids, and I think
I
just
know.
beautiful artistic vision with the things he puts together. This is all about barks and white pine, and obviously would go all year. And what's nice about his orchids, I think, I don't know if you all agree, they will come so they do last quite a long time. They're not all open and then ready to fall off.
Right.
So I think he's absolutely fantastic. Now, I also thought, I'm almost finished.
Yeah, no, that's okay. We're enjoying
You
this.
have to be comfy, and if you've got little ones, you have to cuddle with them, watching whatever you might be watching or reading whatever you're watching. If you have little grandkids, so I got this fantastic throw.
Oh, look at that.
Whoa.
It's
Yes.
really something.
I'm buying it.
Yeah.
Poor thing.
Or purchase.
There are more. And this is at Salisbury and Manus.
Wow.
So I think the throws are absolutely great. And again, put them away after winter is over. But winter is all about cuddling.
Yes.
With
Yes.
especially the holidays.
Now, talk about Salisbury, because some of our viewers might not know them, because they're one of our relatively new and necessary and vibrant businesses in the
So they are
village.
interior designers, and they have had a little shop right near the train station, and now they have a lovely shop on the
Right.
west side. They have a beautiful collection of objects, and they also have larger things to buy as well, furniture, etc. But she has a very, very discerning eye. She mostly does, from what I understand, apartments in the city and second homes. But I think from what I see in the store, I think they both must be quite gifted designers.
So we're lucky they're here.
I think they're lovely.
Good.
And then from Silk Road, holiday pillows, neutral.
Oh,
neutral.
yes.
And we've got two little holiday pillows, and then we have, this is from Salisbury and Manus, which I think it's great, reindeer. And back here is another throw from the Silk Road, and it says, "Today is the best day ever."
Oh,
There you go.
Positive
Says it all.
again.
Very nice.
That's what I did. I did cuddles, I did collections, I did greenery, and I did a theme that will go past New Year's.
I love it.
Which I love.
Yes.
Past New Year's.
Yes.
There you go.
Terrific.
Oh, and my Santa. Hello.
Oh,
So,
oh my
I
goodness.
got this at Mano a Mano.
Oh,
And as well as we got that at Mano a Mano. This, I think, is just a great Santa. Can you all see it, Nancy? Can
he
you
is
see
a
it?
great
He
Santa.
is.
Yeah, and
Is that a candle in there?
that's a scented candle. And he holds candles. Really quite
And you can
fantastic.
change it? Does it come out at the end of the year? Yes.
Yes.
And it comes, if you buy him, they also have gift box that are gorgeous with ornaments on them that the candle goes in there. And I forgot, oh my God, I'm looking right at it. This would go more with a winter theme. It's kind of gaudy, it's kind of organic, twigs, etc. But I think they're beautiful winter candlesticks.
Where'd you get those?
Michael Aram, and I just, aren't they stunning?
They
They
are.
are.
In fact, they look so pretty in Nancy's house. I actually thought they were hers.
Yes.
I did.
Well,
when I
maybe
bought
Nancy
it.
will buy them. I hear the phone. I hear the phone.
Very branchy, hammered metal, mano a mano.
Perfect.
And I just adore them.
Yes.
So
I know you
adore
sort of have
them.
to take a deep breath and look around that store.
Yes.
There are so many things, and it's sort of overwhelming. And they always have a good. I was not in there this week, but I'm assuming they have a lot of ornaments now.
Yes.
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 But they have
Everybody
really.
has
They always
ornaments.
have really interesting ones and sort of bespoke ones.
And
So-
don't forget Savannah at home. She's not deep on holiday things, but she's deep on good taste.
Yes, that's
Well said.
Which is important.
Wow, what a segue to Jane Vergara.
There you go.
Yeah.
Deep
Oh,
on
yeah.
good taste.
Aren't you nice? Aren't you nice?
And now we've set the stage. We're going to Madeline's because her house is all beautiful, and she's going to invite us pre-New Year's.
Yes.
And what are we wearing?
What are we wearing? Well, we're wearing a lot of different things. And just as the quick overview, I went to all of the apparel stores in town. They're, so you all know them. I might end up messing up names, so I don't know that I will even say names, but they are all the apparel stores in town. And I was looking for the perfect holiday, the dress if you were going out, for New Year's, or just different things that you could layer for having fun. So the first thing this year, everybody knows, everything with fur ponchos, fur whatever.
Fur throws.
Yes,
Fur throws is in. So I actually do remember some of these stores.
Yeah.
They're wonderful. This is Yum Yum Tree, beautiful black cashmere
Isn't that
with
beautiful?
raccoon trim. This is, I believe, Bujim's new.
Very pretty.
Isn't this fab? Jay McLaughlin.
Wow.
Okay, Jay McLaughlin, just slip it over a cami, a great pair of pants, leggings, and we'll get to the pants in a minute.
Wow.
Fabulous.
That would be pretty with jeans, actually.
So these are more outdoor.
Right.
If you were going to do that, and if I can just
Those
leave
are
these here for a
gorgeous.
minute.
But that is
Okay.
also winter.
Yes, and it's winter. This does not have to end at New Year's.
Yes.
No, this does not have to end at New Year's. You could keep this going through March.
Yes.
Okay, so all of us own a black pair of pants, a black skirt. If you don't, there is an amazing assortment in town from sparkly leggings. These are Jay McLaughlin.
Love those.
The others are, these are actually, these are Bujim's or Silk Road, and I'm sorry, I didn't make notes on this.
That's
but
all right, as long as
they are
we know we
all-
can
No,
get
wait,
them
actually,
down.
I take this back. This is black velvet, if you wanted to update, and these are a jacquard, and these are from Tony Tony.
Very nice.
Just in case you're short on black pants.
Yes.
And then these are quite fabulous. These are from Silk Road. These are suede front with spandex back. They come in multiple colors. And these are, we didn't know how to quite describe them. They are not pleather. They are actual cloth, which they treat in a certain way. So they look like leather,
But they breathe.
but they're not.
Vegan leather.
But they
I
breathe.
think they refer
Vegan
to.
leather?
No,
Yeah.
that's what I think.
But I
they
think it's
refer to
actually,
it
but I
as.
think it's actually a cloth.
Right.
So
Those are terrific.
pants, but with pants go tops, and we have an assortment of tops from all around town.
Pants.
And I wish, I'd love to show the. Actually, Marcella, if you
I'm going to start wearing my
hang on
pants
one
with
second.
tops.
Ask Marcella to hold up a pair of pants.
All right.
There you go. Okay.
Love those.
So from Boo
Those
Jeans.
are my
Nice dress.
This is a fabulous cashmere and wool top.
I saw that this morning. I loved it.
It's new,
that.
and it has armholes, so it's not
It's a
a
real
poncho.
sweater.
It's
Yes.
a real sweater.
I love
And
the
it's the
necklace
same-
too.
Isn't that pretty? The necklace is hers as well. There is a cami underneath, but
This is another
Because-
necklace.
another
Ooh.
necklace.
So she has this whole very holiday. I saw it hanging with
Yes.
this fabulous
And that's
leather.
a
This is
blue
too.
shawl.
So this is leather.
looks so
and
soft.
It's a great. It's very warm.
It's beautiful.
But also this necklace is in the same vein, but it's very dressy. It puts a
Yeah.
lot of
Love that.
sparkle.
That looks
So anyway,
so
sorry
awesome.
to interrupt.
Keep the pants
Yeah.
up. No,
I got
love the
pair. It
comments.
has
Love the
amazing
comments.
Things that are really great.
Okay, from this is Tony Tony. Different look,
Wow.
but dressed up.
Very
And remember, there's
pretty.
velvet
Very
pants.
pretty.
We have too. Isn't this
Wow.
pretty? And I'd love to show you because I think the arm is outstanding.
Yes.
So this is pretty if you're going out for the holidays.
Yes. Very Audrey
And none of
Hepburn.
these things are
Yes.
none of these
Yes.
items are super expensive.
Yeah.
All right. Now this I bought, and
Our fifth item.
Yes.
our fifth item. I bought this. It goes this way. I actually wore this to an opening, something that I was doing a couple of weeks ago, and I got a lot of compliments. Now, this is Wheezy D.
Yes.
If you go there, you will notice that both sides are very open, okay, which I did not know when I tried it on. And I'm a little too old for that. However, if you just take a little tack on the lining by your hip, okay, it does not open up. And it's fabulous, not expensive. Black pants, black leggings, there we
They go
go.
with that.
Yes.
And it's longer in the
And it
back
looks
for
like it
those of
covers
you
the
that like
tush, which
Yes.
is
a
very
longer.
nice.
Yes.
There you go.
But it's also
For me,
awesome
not
Isn't
maybe
it?
for all of
for
you.
our,
I love it.
teenagers, 20-year-olds.
Yes, not hugely,
fun.
not
Yes,
expensive.
it is.
Okay, here we go again, and I'm sorry.
Oh, look
All right,
at that.
this also from Wheezy D. Here you go.
Oh my goodness.
If you just want something kind of fun,
Yes.
and moms, kids,
I love
again,
that.
leggings or
Teenagers.
your isn't this lovely?
Yes.
Well, I mean,
Or us with a bunch
we
of
could
pearls.
wear
would
this
be
with
pretty.
a fabulous Madeline with your necklace. I mean,
Yeah.
this would be
Yes.
great.
Oh,
yeah.
This would be great.
Yes.
I love it.
So with that, a little bit more outdoorsy, but still indoorsy. How fabulous is that?
Yes.
Wheezy D.
Yes.
And I did not
Here are the pants.
go to all of Wheezy D's show with the pants.
That's
Isn't that kind of cool
And that
fun?
was unbelievable. That was
Funky.
$50 and something. Isn't that exquisite?
Yes.
I mean, that's one of the
incredible.
most.
and it
really-
comes in other
yes.
colors.
That's
I
what
believe
mean.
red
I
is
noticed that.
sort of the color of Marcella's shirt. It comes
Yeah.
in that.
Wow.
So we have that. And then on a slightly different note, although this is actually navy blue, but
It still goes with
if you
the
just
It's
want a
too-
fun holiday
these
jacket,
pants.
how
I do too.
fabulous is that?
Beautiful jacket.
Isn't that
Yeah.
nice?
Where did you
It
get
actually
that?
comes with pants, but she didn't put it together for me, so I forgot to grab them. This
Yeah.
is Wheezy D.
Oh, nice.
This
you did.
is absolutely
Yeah.
so Carolina Herrera.
Yes.
Isn't that fun?
it
You know?
is. That's
And it has the
all.
peplum, so it hides a little bit of the hips. You can
Yes.
blame it on the peplum, not your
Yes.
hips.
I want that.
That is
Isn't this great?
beautiful.
Yeah. And this
really
I thought was
Oh,
actually
so great.
a lot
Jane,
of
you
fun.
really have an eye, and our stores have great things.
Yes,
They
Oh,
really do.
And I,
Good
and
job.
I'm sorry if because remember, I did go, some of these are from Yum Yum. Actually, one fun thing from Yum Yum,
Yeah.
in addition to some of these clothes, and I apologize if I have fouled up the stores, but you know where the stores
Yes.
are.
Yes.
All right, this is from Yum Yum, and this is actually wonderful because you can get it engraved. So you can have initials put on it. You could have, I don't know,
And they do
whatever
the
you'd like.
engraving?
They'll do the engraving for you. And
You know, Mono
Multiple
Mono has
colors,
fantastic
multiple colors.
Evening purses. It was
Yeah.
not my
Yes.
category, but Mono and Mono has great evening purses.
They do.
All
They
year
do.
They
round,
do.
really.
they do.
And those purses are what a great gift. I mean,
yeah.
they're in the
Yeah.
gift
Yes.
range.
Well,
which
that's
is
what I
really
was told
nice.
to do too, which
Yes,
is gifts.
which is very
So,
nice.
on a different note, we have North, our relative. Well, not relative. I guess they've been here.
Yeah.
They were not here the last time we did
No,
this.
they weren't.
So I looked for some dresses, and slip is very in
Wow.
this year. Beautiful, cut on the
Beautiful.
bias,
That's great.
Oh,
make you
the
look
color.
thin. Isn't this pretty?
Yes, the
Those
color.
young
Give us more.
those pretty new moms I see around town.
Yes.
Yes.
That's where they need to go.
Who are in the audience, not here. Yeah, hello,
They're
hello.
shopping for you too.
All right, if we've the frivolity. If you've eaten too much at Christmas dinner, this is wonderful because
I
look,
love that.
it expands. Well, it doesn't expand, but it hides. It hides. It hides.
You can
You know, I wonder how much these wonderful store owners are going to love my descriptions of their dresses.
I
They'll
think
probably
they're fabulous.
I
shoot
do
me.
too.
This is
Wow.
Tony Tony.
Very
Tony
pretty.
Tony, isn't that pretty for
is.
a nice holiday?
It has a little
Yeah.
glitter.
That looks great on.
Of course, this
And
would
the
probably
lace.
fit
And you
over
know what
my
I
thigh.
love about
but-
our stores is my grandmother used to have this saying when something was too common, she'd say, "You see yourself coming,
Coming
and
and
going."
going.
Yes,
These
yes.
are so unique
Yes.
that no one is going to show up, which kind of spoils your dress when you have a wonderful dress and find out it's the everybody outfit. So these
true.
are so unique.
But don't you think that's what's special about our village?
Yes.
Every store is unique. You're not really, I mean, they don't order 20
Exactly.
items of the same, just in different sizes. And that's what I think is so unique about shopping in Bronxville and why we should support our local stores because there are different things out there and they fill a range of everybody's tastes, whether it's you're a little bit more on the glitzier side or, or you're sleek and sexy.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
We
I
have
was
it.
talking about small towns, and this is something to think about, that it's all the small towns like ours that also help the new young designers who, because
Yes.
the large chain stores, they make national purchases. So the young person with the great idea who can't whip out 5,000 of the dresses
Right.
doesn't get any of
Coverage,
the
right?
business.
Yes.
Coverage is the
Yeah.
word.
Right.
Whereas our stores are able to buy 4 from her.
Exactly.
Or him. And they were
Exactly.
saying
And have a place for them.
them.
There's
and
a
the big
showcase.
shops don't have that.
it's a show,
Right.
and you forget
Yeah.
that you also help the small person, so the things are more unique, and the small person is never breaking into until they're massive into
Right.
the Lord and Taylor, Saks Fifth Avenue, and your things just remind me of the uniqueness of
you.
different
Well,
design.
One of the things, too, that I would love for us to keep in mind, we all know these wonderful pullover cashmere ponchos. But almost every store in town carries them, and they are slightly different.
Yeah.
So don't just see one in a window and say, oh, another store has that, or another store. They might have the concept, but they don't have the exact. Some have different kind of fringe. Some have the new balls that are
Yes,
out.
yeah.
Really walk into all of the different stores, because that's, again, going back to what makes it special. And they all of the stores in town, they also sell accessories. And don't forget that there's jewelry.
Right.
There are, I guess I took them
Citrine
away.
always has beautiful jewelry.
Well, this
But
is
Jane,
this
you
is
have to
Silver
show me
Spoon.
those.
No,
Because
I
I'm-
will. But this is Silver Spoon.
Yeah.
Granted, they're
people
children,
think
but
of
they're
a-
little purses.
Yes.
And they're an adorable gift. The purse you saw, this is from Boo Jeans. I mean, she carries this. They all carry wonderful. There you go.
Yeah, we
Let me tell you,
And that's it.
And
You bought that.
yeah.
The other wonderful thing that I should make you all put these on, but the neck cowls.
Yeah.
All the stores.
And the other thing
Look
about
at
those
these
things,
neck
Jane,
cowls.
is you don't need a
So
size.
soft.
Good
I
point.
find like I send
Right.
something to
Yes.
my mother-in-law, and she's like, "I'm not a medium or whatever," and you can send that, and you can
Right.
it'll fit
Good
everybody.
point.
Yes.
Good
and
point.
Exactly.
It's not a problem. And
Exactly.
I think that really helps
And
with gifts.
And it feels
so
like if your
you
neck
put
is
it over
warm, the
a
rest
plain
of you
black
is
top or
warm.
something.
Yes.
Always.
They have hats.
Those are
Yes.
Aren't
Very
these? This is
cute.
Yum Yum,
Those are
and I
Yum
got
Yum,
these
too.
because I don't know whether we're showing them, but
That's what
Silver
the teenagers
Spoon
want.
has matching ones, but with
little
Little
kids.
Rabbit for little kids.
Yeah.
So here's
I bought
the
one as a
adults.
baby gift this week. For
Seven.
7, I did this.
7? Oh my goodness.
I did.
And then lastly, lest we not forget the
little
younger set
Oh.
for Christmas. And of course, these are just 2 of many that Silver Spoon has. They are,
they get
they're in
prettier.
greens, they're in
Yeah.
blues, they match, they don't match,
And
they're for
Pearsons.
babies.
Yes,
And Fearsons,
Pearsons.
They have
yes,
some
yes,
beautiful things
absolutely.
He has
As well.
And
Yes.
Fearsons.
They're really.
So our baby stores, especially around Christmas, just look
So cute.
wonderful.
I'm
And
in
then,
charge of my granddaughter's Christmas outfit, so I'll be shopping.
well,
Yes.
what I did not show that both Fearsons and Silver Spoon
and Fearsons
have.
is Adrian East now, because
Oh,
she's
it
the
is.
owner, and she just changed
she
it.
just
I
change
did
Yes.
not know
Changed it.
that.
Yes,
so
yes.
people get confused. We're dating ourselves by calling it Fearsons, but it's the same high quality, lots of the same ideas, and lots of incredibly beautiful Italian outfits. But she
And she's
named
changed
it
the name now.
named to Adrian East.
Yes, I've
yeah.
gotten presents. My granddaughter's gotten presents from there, and they're quite fantastic.
They are
Yes.
fantastic.
Adrian
Yes.
East.
And
And don't
Yes.
forget, if you're buying for your granddaughter, all of these children's stores have unusual and beautiful headbands.
Yes.
They have antlers. They have pom poms. A wide assortment for Christmas
Very
for the baby's hairs.
Good job.
So this is
you.
it.
Jane,
Thank you.
good thing.
And we don't want to forget, because the tactile is so fun, but our village is so filled with some of the best services, as Ruth
Yes.
said, the
Yes.
experiential gift,
Yes.
which is. We all love them when we get them, when we get those massages
Yes.
or a manicure and I know you went and kind of looked at our, what I call the more the service rather than the goods merchant.
Well, you know what? I've had the experience of moving out of my family home, the one that I raised my 4 kids in, into a small place in London and having to get rid of a whole lot of things. And I just, in my group, who've mostly are empty nesters, a lot of people are downsizing. So what we're experiencing is an overload of things. And also the millenniums, what we read and hear, and I certainly have a younger brother who's one of them, and you see their spending habits and the way they live, and there's another world out there that things are not as coveted. They're not interested in our old stuff necessarily. They might not be collecting as much, just a different mindset. So for me, I'm trying to get rid of things but I'm trying to live better, smaller.
Right.
So in that theme,
That's our next show.
Better, smaller.
I love it.
Except for the throw.
I mean, I'd
Except
like to
for
live
the
better,
throw.
smaller also, but
Yes, yes.
But what I look at when I'm looking to give a gift now to a lot of my friends are things that we can do together, things that they can experience, ways to make their life easier and more fun, and just
Yeah.
living richer lives. Eating out and all those things. So it's a bit about downsizing, and that doesn't mean stopping spending. Our
Yeah,
village.
yeah,
We have-
yeah.
No.
Yay!
You're going to have Christmas. You're
Right.
going to give that gift. But if you have the same experience I do, maybe you want to think about what those people like to do and what they like to eat. So, for example, gifts of like manicures. We've got Town Nail, we've got Zen Spa, we have Bronxville Nail
Nails.
Salon. I know how you're about the West Side, and I'm
yes.
actually temporarily living in our Avalon.
Yes.
So I have experienced more of the West Side, and they have
And it's
a lot of
wonderful.
services.
Yes.
Fabio,
Oh,
Yeah.
So you can go in those places and you can get a gift certificate for a blowout or a manicure, pedicure, and what a treat
It
to
is.
get that, because it's a real you when you're getting it, you pass it over, and it's a real gift of love, of pampering your friends.
And sometimes you feel guilty
Anyway.
buying it for yourself.
Right.
But you never feel guilty accepting it.
Oh,
So if you want to
never.
give me one,
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
You know
Got
what
it,
else?
Jane.
They're
Got it.
great hostess gifts.
Yes.
How many bottles of
Wine do you
sitting
need?
around that you're like, oh, I don't really drink, whatever, Pinot Grigio, and it sits there. You know what?
Yeah.
Give them the same price as a manicure,
Exactly.
and
Yes.
they would really love it. Or go into Maison Rouge. She has the fabulous eyebrow doing. And
Yes.
I've given
Yes.
that to my teenagers as a gift because it's a really special thing to have your eyebrows shaped.
Professionally
and you
done.
walk out and professionally done, and then they can follow it. I mean, you don't have to
you
become a
feel pampered.
habit user, but it's
Yeah.
a
Right.
very special gift for somebody, that kind of thing. The other thing that we have that is new, I mean, pretty new since I've been back, or since I left, is we've got SoulCycle. We've
Exactly.
got Pure Bar.
Right.
Right.
Pure Bar,
We've
yes.
always had Bronxville Fitness, but you know
Yep.
what? Everybody starts the new year
Right.
saying, I want to get in shape, or, I was meaning to get in shape, and whatever.
Right.
It is such a great thing. Give them
Absolutely.
gifts of health
Certificate.
and wellness and being able to do that without any guilt. And then what a great gift to give, because again, that's a big chunk of people's
Are you
money.
going to be giving me a gift this year?
Yeah, I know.
there.
We all want to get on her list. Yeah.
I want to be on her list.
Yes, yeah.
So here's another idea
Okay.
of gift giving is food, restaurants. Take somebody out. Give them a gift of a night out. Give them movie theater tickets. They have
Yes,
gift certificates
that's
at our
right.
movie theater. Give them movie theater, kids, movie theater, Haagen-Dazs, and Pete's.
How about Candy
Yeah.
Fox?
Huh?
Candy Fox.
Right, yes.
Just, I love Candy Fox.
Right.
That's my
And
favorite.
you know what? That's new since I've gotten. I mean, we have a lot
Right.
of new
Yes,
places,
we
so
do.
I've really had a lot of fun
Yeah.
wandering around to see this. But anyway, the kids who want to give their everybody has a boyfriend, girlfriend in high school, or give them a date. Give them they're always saying, what am I going to
Fabulous
give?
idea.
A sweatshirt or whatever. No,
Yeah.
give them a movie passes and a Pete's $20 gift certificate. What a great gift. Anyway, so
Yes.
just be in our town, experience our town, and spend money
wonderful.
that way.
And the cheese store I saw is doing
Baskets.
gift baskets,
Oh,
which
gift
look
baskets are great.
wonderful.
You know
They
what?
have such
It's
delicious-
amazing what they do.
I know,
Okay,
I
but
love
there
that
are
stuff.
some things that are like I picked up that are different ideas of bespoke type gifts. Now this is cute from Kensington Paper. You can get a portrait done of your pet by a local artist, and they're selling these little. You just give a
Very
picture
great.
and they do it. That's out of Kensington Paper. They have different sizes of. I
That's
thought
a
these
great
were
idea.
Fun.
Oh.
And on the dog
Theme.
theme.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
don't forget Hanukkah.
Yes,
Which
we have-
this year's the
Christmas.
24th.
I know
Yes.
it's right in. And I
Right.
don't know whether you guys had live elves in your house, but we did. But
Oh.
it's okay if the dog gets an elf.
Elf.
So this is
Good
Traditions
idea.
for Pets had these cute, because they don't really have experiential. Hold
Yes.
on, this is the best.
Oh,
Think of ultimate.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, very, very fun.
That's very clever.
That is. Yes.
Okay,
I love
so we also, if you want to make something
Wait a minute.
special that you can't just buy anywhere, we've got these swell bottles. Okay, swell bottles are the thing. That when I came home this summer, that's all my no, they're not teenagers, but my young people wanted these
None of
because
us
they.
know what a swell bottle is.
I do.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't.
Yes.
No, then it was.
Are we the old ones? Oh, no.
Okay, swell bottle keeps things. Is what it is. Is it's a what did we used to call
Like
them?
thermoses?
Thermos.
Oh, okay.
So
Yes.
the thermos, but it's somehow insulated that it keeps it for like 24 hours. It's
It truly
crazy.
it keeps
how
the
long
water
it keeps it.
freezing cold for 24 and a cup of
Hot.
coffee burning hot for 12. It
Isn't that
really
incredible?
And
does.
I've done this with
Yeah.
ice. We've taken them to the beach with maybe wine in it.
Yeah.
Freezing cold at
Yes.
the end of the
Maybe.
day, which is really
That's the
maybe.
operative word.
Yes.
Maybe I did
You've
that.
got to
I'm not sure.
hydrate. You have to
Okay.
hydrate.
So here's the thing. Kensington Paper will monogram them because they are so popular now with the kids. They
Also,
and
they
they're
know
so-
which one's there.
They
Yes.
have their own, and that's a really
That's
nice
why
gift.
we have you on the show.
That's a nice gift, yes. And they also have all this Bronxville stuff,
Which is
Kensington
fun.
Paper. They
Which is
love
so
their Bronxville
And you know what's fun
things.
sometimes when you have the college student who went away and they only come home for the holidays. I love buying them the little "Don't Forget Us" presents.
Yeah.
I
You
call them.
Just keep in mind too, Candy Fox, because I just did this for a friend who was celebrating her 60th birthday. Candy Fox can make a sticker of any college logo. So if they happen to like kisses, or you want to give your kids kisses, and they go to UVA, they'll have a UVA sticker that they'll put on a plastic box, they'll put on a bag, they'll do it for you.
Yeah.
They will
These are things
personalize all of
These are
that.
Yeah.
things you can't buy just anywhere,
No.
not
Yes.
at the mall.
No.
No.
This is why we have our special town, because our shopkeepers
And we need to
really
support it.
do a lot to make our experiences here great and make it personal. So that's really what I have to offer today is remember,
I think they're great.
these services and remember what people really enjoy doing. And I love to
I
get a
think that's
manicure
terrific.
pedicure.
Yes.
Oh, 100%.
But you're right. This show to me proves. I mean, it's proving to me. There's so much more than just looking in the window, and you go in
Yes.
and these things
Mm-hmm.
that
Right.
I'm actually for the show. I didn't tell you guys. I'm proud to say from head to toe, I'm wearing. I only bought everything in Bronxville.
I love
Well,
that.
there you go.
Fabulous.
This is from Chaos.
Yes.
Oh, sure.
Which is
Uh-huh.
so
Yes,
fun.
and my very beautiful pants, value drug.
Really?
I love it.
My
They have
shoes
great
and more. They have
tights.
great
Yes.
Great
tights.
leggings
Yes.
and
So I don't have a thing on that I didn't purchase in the village.
Well,
so
I will tell you one thing I missed in London: value drugs.
Yeah.
That place has absolutely everything.
Everything.
You need.
Yes.
Everything.
Whoever
It's
buys
crazy.
for
They don't
them is
have
quite
places like
brilliant.
that in
No.
Europe
Yes.
at all.
Quite, they have great trucks. I think they're Broda trucks or something.
Yes.
Really excellent trucks for young boys.
They filled a toy niche
but
for
they're
us.
really
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
quality, last forever kinds of things. They do. They're fantastic. Great
Right.
stores.
And fun little gadgets.
Oh,
And they had a
Yes.
bunch of penguins out front when I went by today. I thought, ooh, penguin collection.
Uh-oh. We'll be prepared for next year.
That's it.
I
Better have
love
the
it.
penguins, right?
There you go.
And certainly last but not least, Mrs. Drysdale gave herself this mission, which I thought was really kind of cool, to just find the under $25 gift, the smaller gift, because some of these gifts we're thinking in our mind they're for our children, our in-laws,
Right.
but other times you need that wonderful little thought for
Absolutely.
a neighbor, or to say thank you, or
Or for a child to buy,
good point.
because they
Yeah.
don't have our
Yeah.
credit cards.
Right.
Good point.
So, but they still,
Right.
some don't. So I had a blast actually doing this, and I
I heard you
bought.
bought out a few stores.
I did. No, I
preceded
bought
me.
everything you're gonna see.
Your reputation
I
was
actually
big.
bought, and I'm gonna give because I just thought they were fun little gifts.
So we went over our
I'm gonna
goal. Yeah, we've sold so many.
So I bought them all.
Yay.
First of all, I had never been in Harry's, the
Yes.
new men's store. Rothman's
Yes.
is their New York City in the Village, I guess, store.
Right.
And I bought. They
I
won't.
love it.
They're away, so they want. Michael is absolutely loves Bronx Salt. I think he.
That's
just had the
Marcella's
best
baby.
time.
Yes.
So this is the
Some of us think it's
softest
Mike.
T-shirt.
Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
Isn't it?
Nice.
That's
yes.
cool. So I thought that was
He
great.
told me this is a great seller because it's kind of old school.
It is.
It's
You know, it's
very
got
cool.
And they don't
the,
like
Great.
the new stuff.
stuff.
And
Yes.
so this is for my son who's in college.
Yeah.
And then for my son who's working and my son who's in college.
That's under $25.
Yes.
Yes.
Cashmere socks.
Or
Yes.
under 25.
Yes.
They're cashmere
Everything.
blanket.
Thick like that. Isn't
Yes.
Beautiful.
Isn't
Yes.
that
Question,
Nice.
ask the question.
Yes.
So I really thought that was a great find, and they have fabulous other things, but I really stuck to my $25 and under.
And this store, talk about since you've been gone, everyone used to say, Mary, I try to shop in the Village, you can't buy things for men.
Yeah.
That was the constant
yeah.
refrain. And Harry's just has a little bit of everything. So they're really, because people would say, I go up and down the street, I get all the ladies, all the kids, but then I have the big gap of the names of, the boys, the uncle, and
Well, they have Barbara. They have all the chic young men labels,
Right.
And hence why they're in
But
the
still the
Village
great
and-
T-shirt.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So you can make sure you're not.
So
giving
we're
a
glad
present
they're
they
here.
don't like.
Right, right.
Yeah.
And just on a quick note,
Yeah.
it didn't dawn on me to go into the men's stores because I was so focused on apparel. But don't forget Jerry McLaughlin.
Yes.
Also has a
Men.
wonderful
That's
men's
good.
collection. And Rothman's, I love their windows.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
it's nice to have just an all men's store in town.
It
So,
is.
But don't
Yeah.
forget Jerry
Jay,
McLaughlin.
good
too.
for you.
True.
Good holiday.
It's
Good
true.
holiday.
That's why we have
cords.
to
Right.
go.
It's
It
fun.
is.
And then candy box,
I
because
can't
wait
the
to see
holidays and candies
Yes.
always go together. I thought this was a hoot. It's in a pizza box, but you can
This from
put
Candy Box?
together, yes,
You may.
any flavor, so to speak, you want. So this is, hold on.
I saw that in the back
don't
of
know
her
which one I
car,
bought.
and I thought it was her
s'mores.
lunch.
Thank
S'mores,
you. It's
yes.
the s'mores flavor.
Yes.
So I thought that was fun. You can just put it out. The kids can.
And they
pick
put it
up.
in the pizza box?
Yes, this is how it comes. Just like this.
Love it.
And also, they did this little, which I thought is a fun gift to give, or even a hostess gift.
Yeah,
because
cute.
it's
It
a
is.
little thing of candy wrapped up. And so that was fun.
Chocolate covered almonds in this box.
Oh,
Yes,
wouldn't that?
yes.
Yeah.
Because that's
Put
the
it out
Or the
after
espresso
dinner.
beans.
Yeah.
Yes,
Espresso.
chocolate covered espresso beans.
Exactly.
because they will. That's another store. Talk about the difference between big box. They'll customize anything. Pick the ribbon color
Yes.
that you name it, and they will put it in the container that's your favorite color or where your child's going to school. You're absolutely right.
And they're fun.
They are
I mean, they're
fun.
fun, they're pretty.
Yeah.
And we are so
And
blessed.
you say, who needs another $20 bottle of wine?
Yes.
true.
True.
Which is not to not support our wine store.
But if we're gonna buy wine,
Which
That's
we
right.
did not put in here.
That's right.
Yes, just so we know. Yeah.
The other thing I love is that we have a bookstore.
I know.
And they are just disappearing, and everyone in my family loves books. And even though you can download them, they all like to hold them.
Yep,
Yeah.
I
There's
still do.
something, even the newspapers,
too.
there's something about having it in your hand. So these were their recommendations. Again, $25 and under. The 9 of us, growing up Kennedy, this book takes place in Bronxville because it's the growing up years
Yeah.
when the Kennedys were in Bronxville. And they actually went to the Bronxville school.
Yes.
Joe, I think, was an ambassador for most of the time.
Right.
But Rose was here with the kids.
And, 3 or
And
4
Ted
went
and
to school.
Joan
Yeah.
got married at Siwanoy Country Club.
Did not
There
know
is a
that.
picture there of them in the ballroom. Yeah.
Another one.
And the
which-
president would have been 100 this year.
You're kidding.
Isn't that
Oh, it's
amazing to
amazing.
pause
You
on?
think of them
Yeah,
as so
young. I know. 100.
We have a autographed copy of Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Double Down, which they recommend for like 8 to 9-year-old boys, which for me is a really hard
Yeah.
age to buy for. So I really appreciate their recommendations.
And you know, they have a lot of, I love books with the
Oh, I did
autograph.
that one.
They have a lot of the authors and they get the autograph book. And then you can write something on it.
author talks?
They
there?
do have author
Yeah,
talks.
I know that.
See?
Yeah.
Yes, they have wonderful author talks.
That.
Yes.
We should all meet there.
Yes.
Yes.
They had Walter Isaacson one night there doing his book, which was
Wow.
spectacular.
How do I know
Yes.
about this?
Well,
Yep.
read My Hometown Bronxville.
Okay.
Yeah.
for start.
I'll do it.
And maybe your
Yes. I was going to say that, but then I thought,
no.
Yes.
There you go.
There's column.
Fame modesty.
What else you got there?
This
Yes.
is a great stocking
Yeah.
stuffer. Zagat's
Oh,
comes
definitely.
out new every
Oh.
year,
Yeah.
and I just
It
think
is.
you can't go wrong. And we have a new author in town.
see, this is what.
Alessandra Biagioni, and she has
I
written
didn't
a
know
Christmas book, Christmas Eve, and it's under her maiden name, Kalamai, right?
Calamari. And I forget his name.
Celery Charles.
Celery Charles, and that's her signature. She's actually done a number of other books, but
Yes.
but this is the first, I believe,
Are these all
hardcover.
her illustrations?
Yes.
She's
I
brilliant.
love it.
She
She's
is.
wonderful.
She is an unbelievable artist.
look
I am
at
lucky
this.
ess. I have 2 of her paintings hanging in my
Reminds
house.
me of Busy Town.
I know,
Yes.
but they're just,
Oh my gosh.
these are the best, boy, girl,
Yes.
wonderful, and it's a whole series.
Oh,
So you
It's
can keep
fantastic.
going and
And
buy
you know
them
what?
all.
Sandra Calamari.
Yes.
And again, as to your idea, it's so much more personal to give a book that you can say the author lives where we live. I know the person, as opposed to just it just
And
makes
you
it.
can read it with your grandchildren under
Under
the
your
Just this is for sale at Tony Tony. I'm not quite sure why,
Okay.
but it's for sale at Tony Tony. I don't know if the store has it, but obviously Alessandra is
Right.
listed, and we can all get them. But,
Yes.
but yes, yeah.
I have a book stand that during the holidays, I usually put, fashion books or something on. On the holidays, I put 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. And so it keeps it
Yes.
under with my,
I think
so
you're getting a
nice.
cut of any one of these sold.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
I think
better
so.
have a
She's
stock
just
load.
hawking those.
It's quite nice.
it just feels so comfy.
It's wonderful.
And another talent in our town is that Nina Richter makes the best hot fudge sauce you've ever had. And sells
That's all
it at
it is. I mean,
Silk
yeah.
Road.
Really?
I bought
Is
2.
she
I
selling
already
them now?
ate it.
She's selling
Yes,
them now?
yes.
I mean,
But
got
they
them for
keep selling
Christmas.
out.
Out. This
That's
is
amazing. Where are you
from-
getting them?
Silk Road.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Isn't
great.
that-
That's great.
And everybody, who doesn't like hot fudge?
Oh my
Yes.
God, that's great to
Isn't
know.
that?
that
It has a
fabulous.
little spoon, but the
Fabulous.
spoon fell off. That comes
Oh,
with
it's
it.
I see it.
More
And-
talented ladies
Also-
in this
Oh,
village,
I
right?
tell
That's
you.
From
what it is.
Silk Road, is this not fun? It's
love
called a
this.
stir stick. It's done like a paint stir, but it's really for frosting cakes.
Oh.
So I thought, what a clever
Great.
stocking stuffer to do. And they also,
Do you want some of
this
these?
is Mano y Mano, and it's the pine scented candle that everybody loves. And
They sell out.
And
of
these are all
even-
under $25.
yes, even if you don't have real greenery, you can pretend to have real greenery. If you
You can put this near the fake Christmas tree.
exactly
Got it.
Awesome.
Here,
And that's a
I was
pretty
just
one.
helping
That's
you.
Aren't
sort of-
these pretty?
Yes.
But now, if I put that next to my plastic Christmas tree, it could melt. Correct?
Well,
This
don't-
is
Not too close. Not too
On
close.
it.
Fire hazard.
In the same room.
in the
No,
same
do
room.
this in your
Okay.
home.
Yeah.
And that these are lovely
Oh, they're so
hostess
pretty.
towels
Yeah.
from Mano y Mano, and these match your pillows over there.
Yes.
From Silk Road.
Hand them over. We'll put them over.
Yes. I
else
love
can I
this
get you?
milk tree.
And we have
Love it.
from Wheezy D
Holiday.
some bling.
Bling.
Everybody.
Oh, bling.
All
Love
ages
bling.
need bling.
And by the way, bling doesn't take much space.
No.
No.
My husband's watching. I'm not collecting things, but bling.
I don't know
okay.
if you can see these,
We'll
but
do it.
these are diamond studs. But the other side are pearls.
Those
How
are really
fun.
clever.
I like those.
I like those too.
And then they also had for the drop
Oh, look
Very
at that.
little
pretty.
diamond drops, and they have a million more.
Yeah.
These are
Yes.
just.
They also have great, what they call statement necklaces.
Yes.
Great, fun holiday statement necklaces. I was afraid I'd lose them, so I didn't go get them.
You know what I also love though of everything you're
You got them
picking?
the last time I remember.
Because
I
I
know.
also think about the fragility of mailing things. Because you end up buying the gift, and then all of a sudden, it's such a wrong thing to have chosen to mail across the
Right.
country
Oh.
that
Right.
you're picking all sorts of things that can go in envelopes. They're not
Uh-huh.
going to arrive broken, and no one's going to tell you.
Yeah.
Those
Right.
kinds of things. So it's just funny the things
yeah,
you have
wait
to
a-
think of at the holidays, and you've accomplished it.
Now for boys. Now my favorite boy, sorry for my sons,
Yeah.
is Oliver, Mary's grandson. And
Oliver too.
That's right.
so you may want to have one of these
I
too.
think I'm going to.
Yeah.
Yes.
But this is, I think, the cutest little thing. It is a snack pack. So you can pack your little lunch in
Right.
there if you're going on a play date. You can also put trucks and
That's
your
true.
toys when you
Right.
go visit grandma. You don't have to have your favorite toys. And they love the sense of ownership, that it's
Totally.
their bag
Totally.
Yeah.
and not somebody else's. And they also have beautiful pink ones. But this was for Sir Oliver.
Well, oh my
Where was
goodness.
Don't forget.
Where was that?
Oh, that was at Silver Spoon.
Yeah, that
Silver
makes sense,
Spoon.
yeah.
Okay.
Look at how
Then,
she wraps
I
everything.
know.
Wraps things
I
so
know.
gorgeous.
well,
And it doesn't
actually,
matter how
all the
big.
stores do, but I
Yes.
just asked them
No.
not to wrap it because I knew we were going to show it.
Right.
Now look at this, which is $20, believe it or not. It's called a Nomad. They have sold out, but they just got replenished yesterday. It says key for iPhone. It's a keychain, but it has the 2 ports for charging and for transmitting your information. So, for instance, after I update my calendar on my iPhone, I can then just plug it into the 2 on my laptop and transfer the information. I don't have to send it to the cloud and then get it back down. And I'm not gonna lose it because my keys are on it, which is a big
That's
problem.
a good
for me.
In English, what did you just say? No,
This is really good.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
it
a
was
really
little
good,
bit
and I
witty
think
on
it's
that.
a great
Sounds good, but
boy present.
Yes.
Because I'm always searching for boy presents.
that's a great boy present.
It is. It
Then,
is.
the best present anybody could get, and especially buy for me, is Park Place Bagels coffee.
All right.
I love their iced coffee.
And Park Place. I want to give
Park
that
Place,
guy
everything
Yes.
is in there,
He
but
is-
I could
and
not
Claudio
survive without his
is
coffee.
a bespoke, he knows everybody, walks in there
does.
by name. It's unbelievable. You're gone 2 years. He's like, Ruth, you want an everything flagel? I'm like,
Yeah.
holy cow.
And he'll know
He just
your
has
kids.
knowledge. He knows
Yes.
our kids.
And he makes the best
makes it
bagels
so
in
fun.
the U.S. He
Yes,
really does.
and they
Yeah.
also make platters.
He makes a real New York bagel.
Yes.
My kids,
Hardly-
that's the first thing they do.
Yeah.
That and Langs.
But you know, that just says about the village that it's wonderful when people actually know you and no offense, I went to Home Depot the other day for something, and this perfectly lovely person just said, "Why, that would be in the tool corral," and I laughed. I thought, I can't go
don't know
to
how
the
to
tool.
get
I can't go to the tool corral today. So,
I know.
so this stay in the village. You don't. I have to tell you, this is a true story. The little kids, the second graders, come over to Village Hall, and they often come with a project and one time they did what we need in the village, and a lot of the answers were, we want to be able to buy everything so we don't have to get in the car. Because you think about, remember the gas and the environment, but the kids talk about driving on Central Avenue, and these are little kids, like, I hate to spend the afternoon going to get shoes.
Yes.
And it's just funny how they want to be in their hometown.
They
And
do.
Well, and it's funny when you think of some of these specialty stores, you don't really think of the kids leaving school to go buy or eat in them, but all of the cheese shop, the
Yes.
store down the street. I mean, who would have thought a cheese shop makes mac and cheese?
Makes
that
some
the
of the
high
best
schoolers
mac and cheese.
it
And
runs
the
out.
soups.
the
Yeah,
soups.
and the soups. But
That's right.
They've accommodated
now
our
Langs is
needs,
getting
which
is getting a
what
little bit of
that's about.
competition, but I think our eateries are outstanding. Most of them will accommodate you. You could take out with them. Our butcher shops, our wine stores, both here and on the west side. I mean, we have a plethora of retail outlets and experiential things that I think we can utilize.
And you know that with the changing economic realities in the country, this concept of a small town is becoming so rare.
Right.
And we are so lucky
We
to
are.
have it, and I think it is so
Yes.
important to support it. It used to be little small towns dotted that were full and vibrant.
Right.
They're empty and barren now. We are so lucky to have a small town.
Yes.
And we
it's
forget
important
that.
to support it.
It is. It is. Because I tell you on another level, they are the most generous people in the village. I don't think they say no to anybody.
Yes,
Which
they're
should be
always willing to help.
We need to talk about that. When's
Yes.
the last time you saw?
Yes,
You
I
know?
always say when
Yes.
you go to the wonderful little events at the churches and the schools, no offense, the prices aren't courtesy of Amazon.com.
No.
They are courtesy of all our wonderful merchants. And, sometimes our merchants give
Absolutely.
prizes on days they didn't sell a million things, and yet
Right.
they're generous to a fault.
It's
So-
amazing. I walked into, I guess it was Kensington, and I said, "Oh, I don't know if you've been hit up." And they go,
Yeah.
instead of saying, she said, "Well, probably, but go ahead."
Yeah.
I'm not actually
Yeah,
going
isn't that
to
wonderful?
ask you for anything. I want to help you. And she was like, "Really?"
Yeah.
And sometimes I've done that, because I've been in charge of the Bronxville school stuff and the
Exactly.
church stuff, and then
Right,
we've all
right.
gone in
I
and said,
know.
"Oh, could you mind?" And so anyway, this is a way to give back to them and make sure we
That's a wonderful.
keep them all in business. So
Right.
thank you,
Absolutely.
Mary. I know that's a
Yes.
huge amount of what you do in our town, and
Yes.
we're very thankful for all your time and energy you
Thank
put
you.
into this.
And we're actually filming on Give Back Tuesday, which is nationwide.
really?
The new president of Concordia came by Village Hall today on Give Back Tuesday. Dr. Nunez.
John?
Yes.
Yes, and brought
guy.
us gifts.
Oh,
Isn't that amazing? Talk about small towns.
that's
so,
it.
Again, ladies, Ruth, Madeline, Jane, Marcella, this was so terrific. I think.
Thank you.
And
So
I think
fun
it
to
will
do.
be
It
this.
really
This
is.
episode is the year of the throw. I think.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
I think Madeline should buy us all one.
Yes.
Oh, I like that.
So just remember, think local
Totally.
and shop local. And thank you.
Thank you.